Hello, welcome back to this channel.
Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. It has been a while since we actually recorded a video. Give you a heads up, life has been a little bit challenging since the pandemic. Lots of different rhythm, doing things. We have to adjust according to lots of things.
The situation.
Yeah.
Because we can't just do things normally.
Yeah, we used to have a schedule of one day a week where we just sit down and just do these videos. However, because a lot of things change on the road, environment, government, I guess restrictions. So we've been quite a bit adapting according as we go.
Yeah, because our income has been affected
dramatically
because of this pandemic. So we're just trying to find another source of income to do things and try new things, see if it works or not, and try to share with you guys.
Yeah, so and that's the other thing, we tried a different thing, and we're focusing on that in the past few weeks. Months, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been a few months
already.
So time flies.
Yes.
So hence why we haven't actually uploaded our video. So I apologize about that, but we'll try our best to do it again. To
give you guys an update what we've been doing, if it works or not. You can try as well.
I guess this is for us documenting our journey, having more side hustles in order for us to replace our, let's say, job income, let's say. Because especially this pandemic, it's sort of like open up your eyes a lot more, where you really do have to have money on the side ready to go, or have different source of income instead of just your job. That way you don't rely on just your job. I mean, we're fortunate enough we don't have a job that actually affected as much.
Yes.
Well, myself anyway. But our income, our investment income and other source of income affected a lot. Yeah. And on top of that, we've been sick.
Yeah, that's right.
As a family, if during cold winter,
you got young kids.
Yeah, we've got two young ones.
Yeah, they're sick, we're sick, and then they're sick.
And we just keep on passing the bucks. So if I'm not sick, it'll be her sick. If not her, it'll be one of our kids. And then we're just going around in a circle until it flush away. So, and it got a bit scary as well because COVID-19 is sort of like there's these flu-like symptoms. I did a COVID-19 test first. Yeah, that was kind of scary when I did the test because went to a drive-through. Apparently, you have to go home straight away after that. And then you did one a few weeks after that
because I had this flu-like symptom from you.
Yeah,
it's just better be safe than sorry, because we before we did it, and we know that we're going to meet some friends and they have kids or pregnant.
And the fact that now you have gathering, close friends gathering, and because we were going for a barbecue or
friends' home,
friends' homes, and just as a precaution for ourselves.
Exactly.
But as a whole in that transition, let's say, our COVID-19 test, that was kind of kudos for anyone actually working in that sector of the hospital, in the healthcare or something. Like, good on you. I mean, you have to go through for a whole day doing it. But thumbs up for you guys, definitely. But anyway, so that's our update. We've tried. Let's say we're talking about the eBay thing. Anyway, we tried eBay selling business as well. So I'll give you guys a heads up on that on the next video or so. But in this video, we're going to talk about, I guess,
the questions that we saw.
Frequently.
Yes.
We joined a Facebook group, and I realized that there's a commonality questions that will somewhat lead to what we talk about. So I figured if you have any questions, by all means, send it to us direct.
Our questions related to finance, personal finance, or investment. That's what our interest. And some of them related to family.
Family questions. Money. How would we do it? This is based on our own personal experience, and how would we tackle it?
Yeah.
So it might be related. it might be related to you guys. So this is how we go about doing it. So the first questions, do you want to?
Yeah. So he said, I paid off my credit card about 3 weeks ago, and today it disappeared from my bank. Do I need to get a documentary evidence from the bank about having fully paid off my credit card, or just not showing the credit card in my bank is enough?
So I guess for this question is like a typical person that's have a credit card for a long time,
never paid it off.
Yeah, and you never pay it off in full. And I guess they don't know what to do. Do I get a certificate? Do I get like a confirmation that you paid it off? Like for us is as soon as you pay that credit card off in full, then that's it. Your
balance will be zero. Your credit will back to whatever limit it is they provide you.
No, but this particular person is actually closed the credit card. So once you close it off, that's it. Once it off from your net banking, then that's it. I've experienced that. I used to have a credit card and then I just closed it off. Do you really need it? Not really. If you can get away from it.
Yeah, don't use it again.
So I mean, like if you need it for an emergency, then you're okay. But
if you close it now, you won't have it anymore.
Yeah, right? So you won't have it anymore permanently, like unless you request to just because some bank actually one of the bank asked me, guys, look, you can have this open there in case of emergency if you need it or not. But I'll say, no. Shut it.
Yeah, don't touch it again.
So
anyway, answer the question that no, bank won't send you anything. They will just maybe eventually if you have a paper statement, they send it to you. They will just show you pay this credit.
Yeah,
that's it.
Or if not, they actually encourage you to open up. They entice you to open up another product, another credit card product or personal loan. For us, it's not a good idea to have it open anyway, except if you know. Except if you pay in full every single month. Yeah. Even that alone, we only have one credit card.
Like for personal use, yes.
Yeah.
Personal use, we only have one.
There you go.
Yeah. Next question.
Next question. Hey, what is the best investment interest rate on interest only have you got?
I assume that's for saving account? Or?
Well, interest only, I assume it's actually mortgage repayment. Interest only mortgage repayment.
Okay. Is it?
So, what is the best investment interest rate on interest only mortgage have you got? For me, I try. Well, for our investment properties, we try not to have interest only. We did that in the beginning.
Yeah, we did that, and then regulation change for interest only. You have to pay extra interest.
Yeah, and it blocked you out for they give you this interest only for the first 5 years, and then you have to pay principal and interest after that 5 years.
And backdated for that 5 years you didn't pay.
Correct. So for us, if I were to start my mortgage again, I would say I would go straight to principal and interest. Because you would know for sure this amount of money it will be going, and you trim down the loan as much as you can.
If you can afford it.
Yeah.
Before we were doing interest only, it was the norm. You only pay interest only. After that, you refinance. Who knows?
Or if not, sell
change.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
With a capital gain.
But then regulation change and interest. We did a calculation for current situation. If you pay for our mortgages, if we pay P&I, actually we pay less. In terms of dollar or interest, I can't remember.
Time frame as well.
Yeah,
the time frame, the dollar value. Because if you're paying the principal interest the day instead of 5 years from now, you're a lot more. I guess shorter. Like you save a lot more.
Yes.
So.
Anyway, we did a calculation, and if we pay P&I, we actually pay less compared to interest. So we change everything to P&I.
So.
Yeah, maybe for some people, tax purpose or tax.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Yeah, but for us now, just pay it off, less stress. And if you can't afford P&I, don't get a mortgage.
Correct. Yeah.
Right?
We had a couple of clients that did that, like bought interest only product mortgages, and then they forgot. In a blink of an eye, it's already 5 years, and then in that 5 years, they have to refinance to get that interest only again. So that means your 30-year mortgage instead of 25 become another 30 years mortgage.
Exactly, you never pay it off.
Yeah, you never pay it off. Like
Yeah.
for me, I would rather pay it off as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Some people say like, oh, the tax advantage of paying interest only. Like I don't understand that. We're not accountant, but from personal experience, I would rather pay principal and interest, and that's what we did for all of them.
Yeah, and you never know, circumstances change.
Yeah.
From two income become one income, and the bank is not allowing you to refinance, and you're stuck there, so you have to pay P&I.
Correct, and we've seen a few.
Yes, still, if
yeah.
you cannot afford to P&I, then don't get a mortgage.
So
Just better be safe.
better be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, like sometimes, like interest only it's so cheap, and you can borrow a lot more, but is it really cheap? The stress, is it really worth it?
And when you calculate for the whole 30 year, if you only pay interest, you'll pay a lot more interest compared to principal and interest. That interest portion.
Yeah.
Anyway, that will be another topic. Next question.
Next question. Can I have some opinion on whether to buy a house first or investment property first and continue to rent?
Oh,
Your side first.
that's really
So
hard.
investment property first or
Principal
principal
place.
place of home first?
Still depends on your situation. If you have a family, let's say us, if we have family already, you settle, you don't want to move, you don't want your rent keep going up, or landlord kick you or increase the rent, then buy a house, buy a principal place of residence. Or if the other situation, you are young and single, you live with your parents, or you got cheap rent, right? You can afford it, you're not looking for a house yet, then I'll buy investment property first. But for me, for that investment, at least I'll think, okay, if I have a family, that investment, I can turn it to my principal place of residency.
But that's why you did that.
I did it, but eventually I didn't.
Your
Yeah, that
mentality
was my
wise, your first property
was my investment.
Investment first.
And I was thinking to move in, but eventually I didn't.
Never
because
did.
Because I didn't really like the area.
Yeah. Well, the area is actually changing, because maybe beforehand when you bought it, it was like a certain demographic, but now it's actually changing.
The whole Sydney is changing. Yeah.
So, and you hold it for about 4 years, 5 years?
7.
Okay,
7 or
7
8. 8 years, yeah.
So depending how you look at it. But for me, I would do investment property first versus principal place of home. I would have the investment property accumulate enough that make sure that they're all positively geared, make sure that they're all actually making money in your pocket after everything. And then hopefully that you can create your own principal place of home, like that particular mortgage is paid by all of the investment property.
Yeah, then you won't get your PPL till you're 60. I don't know.
I don't know.
No, because sometimes we talk to friends, let's say if they're renting, but renting is a lot less stress. You pay less bonds, you don't really have to pay maintenance.
Let's do that calculation on that house on the weekend. Okay, so a property worth $2 million.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the if you were to buy that particular property, it's $2 million. I think if it's a 20% down, you'll require $400,000 cash. Yeah, plus stamp duty, plus this, plus all the other administration. Let's say you require $500,000 cash in hand to sunk in a $2 million property with $1.6 million worth of mortgage.
Yeah.
Repayment subject, I think it was like about 4% I calculated.
Will be less now. Anyway.
Yeah, based on just be conservative, 4%, you're looking at about 1,600-ish.
Only on mortgage repayment, P&I.
Yeah, principal and interest, mortgage repayment, that will be. So, yeah.
Plus council, plus other costs.
Yeah.
Anyway, just 16.
1,600.
Yeah, 16.
I think somewhere around
16.
there.
And they rent out for?
They rent it out for about $1,100 a week. So $1,100 a week. So as an owner, you have to sunk in $500,000 to acquire that property. And as a tenant,
per week, $500. And just pay the bank.
$1,600.
16 minus 11, the rent.
Oh yeah.
So 500. We ignore all those costs. Okay.
So as the pros and cons of it, as an owner, you have to sunk in $500,000, but as a tenant to move in to a brand new house, it was only costing them maybe about
4
six,
weeks
yeah,
bond.
4 weeks, like 6 weeks or something.
Mm.
6 weeks is 6,600 because it's $1,100 per week.
Mm.
Removal, cleaning, this and that, and maybe
Renting.
about, I don't know, $10,000.
Mm.
So sometimes it doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't. If that house for sure, I'll rent it.
You rent it out. on that
I'll
thing.
rent it. I'll live in that as a rent.
As a
I'll-
renter,
tenant.
as a tenant, it's great because you're getting a new house,
brand new.
Mm-hmm. That they just literally finished, I don't know, about a week or two. So you got all of this new technology in the property for only
Anyway,
$10,000.
if for investment point of view, that property, it does not make sense to, unless you just have load of cash.
A lot of cash.
You don't need mortgage. Okay, fair enough.
So
But who have that cash?
So
Not me.
picturing of you as an owner, you sunk in roughly about $500,000, plus every week after the rent comes in, you still have to fork another $500 a week.
Yes.
So every week that property is costing you $500 a week.
Mm-hmm.
So that for me is not a good investment. Like if you bought investment property like that, then it's not worth it.
No.
So along with everything else, like if that property on the other hand, putting money in your pocket of $500 a week, then
Who
it's
knows? Maybe
different.
they pay it outright.
I
2
know,
million.
but
Or
I'm just working on this scenario.
Uh-huh.
You know, like if they have $2 million and
Yeah.
only earning about $50,000 a year,
Yeah,
$1,000 a week,
Yeah,
so
$50,000.
$50,000 a year, like is it really worth it?
Maybe they think it's good investment. I don't know. Everyone's circumstances is different, but as us, like normal average people, no, it's not worth it.
And they're already calculating based on 20% down.
Correct.
So
And who can save up $500,000? Not me. If that's you, can you please tell us? Tell us how you do it.
So now hopefully this give you guys a little bit of information of what we thought about. Please be mindful that we are not financial advisor. This is based on our own experience, on our own calculation, on our own 2 cents. And I'm sure there's bound to be other people out there having the same mindset or so. But if you have any questions, by all means, send an email or
Comment below, please.
Comment below, and I'll see if I can answer it on the next videos. Talk to you guys soon.
See ya.
Cheers,
Bye
bye.
bye.